Hello. What's going on, gang? Can't believe Chenergy never got to happen, but maidenless behavior was accepted with no questions asked. How come you can't believe that? That sounds very believable to me. Hello. Welcome. We are back with more Kingdom Hearts Chain Memories. That's pretty what? I'm not even gonna subject my brain to trying to pronounce that. Oh, we only got two worlds. Hollow Bastion, 100 Acre Wood. Little Hollow Bastion, Little 100 Acre Wood. I don't know. Let's do 100 Acre Wood. Let's do some memes. I feel like that'll be fun. Alright, well, my intense phobia of bees is problematic. I already want to leave. Hey, Jerry. What's wrong, little fella? You're looking for your friends, geek. You're looking for nobody. Then suddenly, like, Roxas drops in. Here's nobody. At least the music here is pleasant. Two steps. It's Piglet. Why is Piglet Naruto running? Bollocks. I'm not Pooh's friend. This guy. This kid. So the thing about 100 Acre Wood is it's mini games, so you don't actually have to do this world. It was this way both in the GBA version. It was different because the capacity to do a lot of mini games was smaller. But you could, like, I could just leave and hold forward, clear the floor, and go straight to Hollow Bastion. But where's the fun in that? Is Pooh King? You got to put the H on it. You can't just call my man Pooh like that. This is out of control. Is Pooh King Kai and Piglet Gregory? He didn't hit him with a mallet, but it's arguable. Sora learns Confuse. As you can guess, that's indicative of the fact that essentially any of the places where I decide to bother are going to yield results. It is actually nuts to me that this thing casts stop when you hit it, because that's not a thing at all. It just does that because it's a clock. Like, it's not like there's enemies here or anything. Insane. Anyway, Pooh, I'm breaking all your things. It's weird that Piglet is a piglet because it's got an armadillo or worm-like body. I always thought that was like a shirt he was wearing. That's not like a little shirt. I'm confident that's a little shirt. Because it's like too weird if it's not a little shirt. You know what I mean? Like, aggressively way too weird. So it's definitely a shirt. Yeah, it's a shirt. How come Pooh doesn't wear pants? Y'all not putting the H on it. What's up with that? What's up with the Pooh disrespect? You like bees, but you got other bugs. Hey, power to you. See, I had a traumatic childhood experience. That's my thing with bees. You know what I mean? They decided they didn't like me. It wasn't the other way around. Bro, Automod literally hates your fucking guts, bro. I should... Hold on. Don't be funny, bro. Yeah, Piglet's wearing a sleeveless shirt. Why wouldn't he? It's hot out here. What you mean? I had to when I was doing the Black History Month thing, I had to turn auto mod on to qualify for it. I don't need it now, and I have mods, so I'm just gonna. You know. If anyone, I guess, was holding back some racial slurs or whatever, I mean, you got me there. You'll miss Automod. Jeff won't. Automod's doing my man filthy. You ever seen anybody take that many L's back to back? One day, the big twitch in the sky. Oh no! I don't know. Be on your best behavior just in case. I'll help. I don't remember if you actually get anything particularly useful from all this. I think you get some of the silly slights like Confuse. And I think maybe you get... I get Ether as an item card? Alright. We're sorting. Okay, I was like, I see left and right, but I did not at all read the thing, so I had no idea which way was left, which way was right. Cabbages to the left, pumpkins to the right. Let's do it, guys. Pumpkin. Oh, there's a big graphic at the bottom. Can I move? Oh, I can move. I thought they were going to come to me, but I was looking at that one over there, and I was like, that's going to roll past me. That butterfly is not... Oh my goodness, stop. It's not just cute. Yeah, Pooh does this. But it's good when Pooh does that, because then you can strike raid. So I don't have to try, right? This is like my free pass. Yeah, Pooh's not just being annoying, he's being super helpful. Good guy, that Winnie the Pooh. This takes... Oh my goodness. I don't have depth perception. What do you want from me? You're just supposed to dodge carrots.
What fun.
Those trip you if you get hit by them. I don't know if they count toward the hit thing. I also don't remember if I'm trying to hit a score or if this is good enough. Like, I see that I hit the out of 30 already. I think I could leave at this point, but I don't remember. I can't jump? I don't know what to do here. Ah, I see. Maybe I can hit them and it's like fine. It seemed like a decision was made to just destroy me though. I'm not feeling it. Sorry to Pooh Bear, but the moment it was revealed that this world is always the minigame world, I swore to never do it. Would you take like a blood oath? What do you mean? Not a real fan, SMH.
Oh, yes.
Oh, interesting. Imagine not getting the strike rate command like you expect. Pooh? Did he just ride a pumpkin down? What just happened? Was I supposed to hit it with him on it? I'm getting 100. I'm not just going to let this thing jack me. Hit. Pop.
What fun.
Maybe I could just hit them out of the way.
What fun.
And 100. Alright, we're done. Your video game White Whale is minigames. That's insane. So, like, you don't like Triple Triad? You like crafting and gathering. Did I get something for that? I missed it. Did I get a card? I cross/plus, eh? What do you mean cross/plus? What? Cloud is cross/. Cloud stop keyblade. Okay. Okay. Don't know where you picked up a secret Cloud Strive technique, but thank you, Rabbit. I turned Automod off so it would stop eating you alive. Time to see how good I am at minigames. Secretly, the answer is very. Never mind. I changed my mind. I didn't even see that dude down there.
Perhaps a bit more.
Oh, come on, please. Controller vibrated. Just totally caught me off guard. Yeah. Well, let's not get too crazy. You can't say whatever you want. You can say most things you want. Everybody, if everyone could just do me the favor and maybe keep erotica discussion for another time, that would be cool. Whoa. The auto mod wouldn't catch that, but I would. Don't. You just reminded me of that unhinged tweet about how people don't like guys because he's a person of color.
What a lot of honey.
Chill out. I'm being griefed. Stop. Oh, I knew that was going to happen, and I was preemptively angry about it. Stop. Bro, how am I supposed to dodge that? Oh, that was criminal, dude.
How yummy.
Huh? A trophy? What? Okay. I mean, I guess I knew I didn't have a platinum for this game, but I'm still bamboozled. Alright, cool. I'm Winnie the Pooh now. Kingdom Hearts 3 was a waste of money. What is going on? Why is everybody bugging out? I feel if you use it to ascend a 600 feet tall tree, then you can say that you piloted the balloon. Disney's made a concerted punch to make the Empire in Star Wars more racially diverse. Disney should make a concerted punch to stop Star Wars. Haven't they had enough wars? When is Star Peace coming out? I would be there day if they had just bugged out and they named the film Star Peace. I would be there day one at midnight. I'd buy 2 tickets. Thyraga Burst. Shout out. We will absolutely be using Thyraga Burst, by the way. Super useful. I believe it was Fire, Gravity. So... Damn it, brain. Yoink. No, no. The thing is, some of the chaps are immune to fire, you see. So you gotta be careful with this kind of thing. Like Axel's immune to fire, obviously. He absorbs fire. So yeah, pay attention. These things from time to time. What else? Can I put thunder in here? I can. No, I can't. Almost. Yeah, well, that's... Yeah. Thyraga Burst. Useful. I'm looking for treasure chests like this is not King Chain of Memories. The guests dress up like Imperial officers and haul Chewbacca off in handcuffs? What? $2,000 a night? That's nuts, bro. Oh, God. I could hear him do it, even though it's just a text dialogue. I still heard the hoo 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 in the Tigger sound effect. Alright, time to see if I can do Simon Says. The answer is no, by the way, but I'm going to do my best. Bam! ML. I already don't remember. I ain't even gonna lie. I think it was this one. I straight up forgot. Luckily, it builds off of itself, so I only have to remember a little bit. Sora's jump is really, really weird, and it's even weirder when it's on rails.
Oh, yes.
You lost track of time playing Endwalker. Normal. Labyrinthos Part 2 is long enough. Labyrinthos Part 2 is like... it's got, it's got stuff, right? Endwalker's really, really good MSQ.
Oh, yes.
I don't remember what happened next. Alright. Hold on one second. I had to look because I was like, I feel like there's the trophy I got is because there's trophies for getting certain high scores. Like, for example, the vegetable one was actually 150 and not 100, so I probably should have kept going just to get it, but I'm over it. I'm done. We don't have all day. That one quest to find all the researchers was garbage. That one and the one where you have to track down Medion were two quests where I was like, stop. Yoshida, please. It's like 8 researchers or something like that, isn't it? Disgusting. Filthy work. Stop. Yeah, I don't know. They all have parts. I don't know. Shadowbringers, for me, it was the second trolley thing. The trolley I wasn't into. For Endwalker, it was the Labyrinthos Part 2 part was a little bit draggy for a bit there. It's pretty short, though. Like, the part of it that I think really drags with nothing, like, good. Idle Romp. A Bambi site. I don't think I actually have a Bambi card. The Urianger cutscene's a good one, yeah. Honestly, though, like, for real, if you asked me, the part that, like, that's a really good one, but, like, I geek over, like, if you want here's one easy, quick tip to make Yozora instantly be involved in your thing. Oh, there's a spellbinder. Interesting. Do the gimmick where someone's friends comes to help them in any circumstance. Just any combination of like, boy, I don't know if I'm going to make it out of this. And then someone else shows up and they go, need a hand? Then I'm like, I do. I do need a hand. And so when they were like, we got to get all this stuff. And Alphinaud was like, don't worry, we got pals. And then they like call in the reinforcements. I was into it. Because that's when they do the part with Lise where they're like, oh, Alamigo has come to help Gridania. And it's like a whole thing. Fantastic. Labyrinthos Part 2 really is the story. Alright. I'll say murdered Grahatia during the 89 trial by backflipping with her stack marker. That's hilarious. Grahatia certified geek. I liked a lot of Twilight cutscenes, but the problem for me was the mind search. I just didn't get it. Like, whatever narratively they were trying to go there, it didn't land for me. I liked when Urianger talked to Reen, but that was it. I stopped on this Keyblade to point out that it's the first Keyblade we have in an element. It's lightning element. So it's a C plus attack, which is pretty decent. But if I were to put this in my deck and use it, for example, against Larxene in that last boss fight, it would heal her. So something to keep an eye on, because boy, you hate for that to happen. It's what we in the biz call throwing. I'm a sucker for when they have the RPE duties and the Warrior of Light shows up to help. 100% yes. Those are also, those whip. I think essentially my gimmick is just like someone arriving late to a thing. Whether it's the hero and their allies arrive late, or the allies are there and the hero arrives late, just somebody not being on time is good stuff. Whoosh. That cutscene whips. They like show your Warrior of Light like out of focus in the background, walking up, slow walking because you're outsider. Help, my brain. Your Warrior of Light is dramatic, so they're walking even though people are getting smoked. When's the Outsider video game? That's what the people really want to know about. This is mad hard to control. Stop, I disagree. I weaved the tree branch that came directly at the screen. I weaved in real life. I ain't gonna lie. Oh my god. Pooh, no! You geek. That doesn't explain how you felt about your own. Stop! Cease and desist. Explain the new stream enemy? Do I have to? You're late everywhere, IRL, but always like 10 minutes early for raid and D&D. Jill is my friend and my mod, and also the stream enemy. These things go together. What do you want from me? Can we have viewer enemy? No. One day she'll have the stream key. Hold on. What is this line of succession? Yeah, actually, we're actually all witnessing Jill's first playthrough of Chain of Memories because she skipped that one. I'm just doing meta commentary, which explains that last minigame performance. You know, it was her first time. She's not very good at it. Thanks, Rue. Mega Ether card. Sweet. We have a line of what's the full line? I don't want. Never mind. I don't want to know. I asked the question foolishly. Lost. Eeyore? Why are you shaking your... Okay. That's wild to me they did a full 3. It's pretty neat. And it's a PS2 remake, so it's not even like Chain of Memories was that old. But it's pretty cool. This is the one that makes me laugh the most. It's actual combat with Winnie the Pooh. That card broke. You can use... I know you can use slides, I just don't remember, like which ones, like the combinations. The bees are trying to beat Pooh to death. What choice do I have? The cards actually disappear like real slights when you use them? That's hysterical to me. Oh, I didn't mean for that to happen at all. They are stronger than me. You don't understand anything about the cards or what they do or how they're used? It's pretty intuitive. Like, watching me, I can imagine, but it's pretty intuitive when you play. It's very straightforward. It looks like nonsense to watch. It's really not. It's a very, very straightforward system. The cards are numbered 0 through 9, and your goal is to play a higher number than your opponent to do moves. I don't even really feel like I'm being funny. That's actually how it works. Quick math. I have 22 left, so too much for that. Oh, but I kind of want to add it. Too bad. What you gonna do? There you go. Almost. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, if you'll notice the slight difference in terminology, quickly reloads reloadable attack cards. Cards that aren't reloadable would include like your premium cards and cards you use in slights, versus quickly reloads all your attack cards. So, worth it, right? Same with the ether and the mega ether over there, and then the elixir does both. So, super useful to have on hand. 33. Yeah, bullets. I can't do math again. Your goal is to build a deck such as you can spam triangle because you set it up to spam lethal frame all day? Yes. That's 100% true. Yes. Maverick Flare is a Mega Man boss. It does sound like it, huh? Mega Man X boss. They make a Ric Flair joke pretty sure to be. Yeah. Ric Flair turned out to be very much a bad person. Walking Pooh all the way here, doing all the mini games. Nets you. Pooh's a good boy. Nah, I have a baby card. This scene is always adorable to me.
Where'd Riku go?
Guess he must have finally got tired of fighting with you.
I sure hope so.
After fighting Rico on back-to-back floors, I just think it's cute that this one starts with Donald and Goofy. First of all, in front of Sora. Second of all, they're just like, all right, where is he? They became self-aware. They're like, all right, I know the deal now. We get jumped between the floors.
So what's going on, Vexen? Your Riku was supposed to counter Sora. What's he waiting for? Where is he?
He's hiding somewhere to lure Sora deeper into the castle, right? I suppose we should just leave it at that, you know.
Aha!
Why are they heckling him so hard?
I would have never guessed that. So sorry, Vexen. predictable response. Forget it. Men without hearts are so boring.
You're one to talk. As if you have such a heart to speak of yourself.
That's enough.
Marluxia.
Now we get to see him.
Vexen,
That was beautiful.
the simple fact is that your project was a failure. You'd best not disappoint us again.
Disappoint you? You go too far. In this organization, you're number 11. I'm number 4, and I will not have you!
I've been entrusted this castle in Namine by our leader. Defying me will be seen as treason.
Yes,
against
this
the
is where Themis'
organization.
hair came from.
Traitors are eliminated. I believe that's what the rules say.
Who needs a half-baked good-for-nothing anyway?
Vexen, you cannot win against Sora.
Pity to be so ignorant.
The organization was
As
interesting.
you're only
Like,
able to see the surface of things, I should not expect you to
we find out they're
understand
numbered,
true
so it's like, oh, he's like, oh,
Oh.
I'm number 4, you're number 11. So,
Then
like,
let
is there
us
like
watch
a
as you prove it.
hierarchy to this gang? Who's number 1 then? If Marluxia's 11, he seems
None
to be
of
in
us wish
charge.
to be suspicious of a comrade.
Your insincerity is comforting.
Your insincerity is comforting.
You give a challenge like that to Vexen and he'll seriously want to eliminate Sora. That would be an unfortunate denouement.
Anyone who uses the phrase denouement, the word denouement, in regular conversation with their friends, 100% deviant.
What to do? Your hero is soon to be wiped from existence. But I believe there is a certain promise that he made you. Isn't that right, Namine?
Yes.
Wow, the 10th floor. We've got enough pretty eye.
We're almost done already.
That must mean
Nuts.
we've lost 10 whole floors.
The Asians
worth
really
of
are just
progress.
Organization 13? Kinda.
Sora, it's still not too late.
Frankly,
Don't you think we
Organization
should turn
13 is,
back?
Can't
was
do it,
better,
because
and
that would
then
break an old promise that I made.
around Shadowbringers, they just picked a few of the Asians and made them into characters anyone could reasonably care about.
On the
So now
islands,
the balance
I
is starting to
promised
tilt the other
Namine
way.
that I'd keep her safe, no matter what. But I forgot it. I didn't remember until I started forgetting everything else. A promise between the two of us. That's why I can't leave. Now that I remember the promise, I have to keep it.
Of course. We understand, Sora.
Of course. We understand. So. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Making some changes. Brain, please. Not like this. We need. I could, couldn't I? Oogie's card's actually pretty useful. Throw that in there. So obviously Hollow Bastion's the only world we got left. 30. And the end boss, spoiler alert, is going to be Maleficent. And obviously, as you can see from the way that last cutscene ended, the next chap we're going to be having to get jumped by in between the floors, you can also tell because we're out of world cards, is going to be Vexen. So, had to get some of the ice out of there. I will be fixing... I don't remember if Maleficent absorbs fire, but I wanted to err on the side of caution, so I took all the fires out. I'll put them back before we fight Vexen. Cheem. Cool. Beast. Oh, Bastion has good music. Poor guy. He got dumped. I don't know where that meme came from, but it's definitely a favorite of mine, I can't lie. L plus ratio plus Bell isn't interested. Plus unending curse that makes you look like a beast.
Freeze! Take this!
Stop.
Take this!
Stop. Obviously, the wizard hat guys are completely immune to magic, like you would expect them to be.
Take this! Take this! Heal! Freeze! Freeze!
Please stop. Please.
Freeze!
Why does this guy have to be a fucking jerk? Key to rewards. Yoink! They're pretty easily farmable once you max your map cards. You know, like Psychopath.
Freeze! Take this!
Thank you. Good boy, Donald. He's done the right thing more often than not in this go around. I gotta give old Donald a break. This is the only treasure I have? Bummer. These little dudes are interesting because they are not in Kingdom Hearts 1 at all. They might be the first Heartless to show up in the game that wasn't in Kingdom Hearts 1. But I can't remember if this game introduced them or if they were in KH2. I want to say they're in GBA Chain of Memories. But yeah, there's a little fun factoid for you. A little fun factoid-a-roo. The spinny guys in the little... There's got to be a better way for you to call their name. I'm sure you could have thought of something else. Do you understand the Jill is here? I don't know, big dog. It'd be like that sometimes. Tornado! It's a cold world, Bodhi. You're just living your Monday life. How was your Monday? Was it pleasant? That's not what I wanted to do. Oh, you just died. Okay. Jeej. No thanks. You had a Lego thing for the kids. What was the kids doing with Legos? Okay. We made cars and then raced them down a ramp. That sounds pretty fun. You can't beat racing cars down ramps, boy, I tell you. Okay. No comment. Frankie pioneered a strategy of just using a single wheel and no other Legos. Frankie cracked the code. He's a forward thinker. You gotta respect it. Yoink. Smart kid. I think you could get a Rumbling Rose card here. Or no, Divine Rose, I'm sorry. It was awkward. Ow. Wish I were that smart. Ha! A lot of Black Room card drops. You guys noticing that?
Yeah. Freeze. Fire.
My day at work was pretty solid. It went by pretty quick because I was actually, I've been training and trying to learn things for the last few days. So that can sometimes be kind of a slow process. But today I was actually trying to do some work. I made it go by a bit quicker. I'll tell you, whatever anxieties I have, it is always superior to just sitting there waiting for phone calls to come in so people can scream at me because XYZ. I don't know. Felt weird lately. Felt different. In truth, I just have quite a bit on my plate. And it's easier to deal with that sometimes than others. But I gotta say, you never can doubt the simple pleasures in life. I've been looking forward to this stream all day. I just love me some Kingdom Hearts. So when it's like, oh, I'm playing Kingdom Hearts, I'm geeked. Tomorrow, hopefully the raid doesn't stink. Tomorrow is like, boy, I hope we get through re-clears at a decent pace. Because if you ask me, I'm over it.
Freeze. Fire. Fire. Force. Take this.
Weekends have been me getting in my own head too much and having something purposeful to do for a few hours helps. I feel that. I think that's probably a decent portion of why I like streaming. Some people still don't get it, I think. That I really do this and, think of it seriously. Not my career, obviously. I ain't ain't done enough in the biz to make this my career just yet. But like, I take it very seriously, and I try to take it professionally. But it doesn't seem like that always lands with some folks. I have to kind of reiterate it from time to time. Well, I don't know. Some weekends are easier than others. Depends on what I have to do. Ironically, like I had to... I had to laugh when they asked me about the week off I took. You know, it was like, oh yeah, you know, did you enjoy your week off and all that? And it's like, yeah, you know, for the first, like, I don't know, one day, I was like, oh, cool, vacation. And then immediately your brain is like, oh, you know, I haven't been to the dentist in 9 months or whatever. Oh, you know, I've been sitting on this and haven't done it for a while. I end up not getting any relaxation at all. Maybe that's just your neurotics like me. Constantly doing something or other. You're at the point you just want to clear in one night. I wish you luck, bucko. Raid re-clears in one night is good stuff to have. I also want that for us, because as soon as that happens, guess what? Extra night of Kingdom Hearts, bucko. You voted for me at the Streamer Awards? Wow. Thanks. Somebody should have. Please. It's kind of crazy to me that on floor 10, shadows are still like worth throwing at you, because them going in the floor is actually very, very powerfully annoying. Still no D&D, so I can't regale you guys with any of those stories and tales. Hopefully this weekend, but we'll see. Yeah. That's why I gotta start a campaign with my dear viewers. I do gotta start a campaign with you, my dear viewers. I'd run a game for you guys. I have a campaign idea. 3 hours talking about how Bringleberry nearly killed my character. Wait, Bringleberry is like one of my NPCs or one of my enemies that I threw at you? It's not even the name of your silly character? How's that possible?
Freeze! Fire! Fire! Force! Ha! Yeah!
You bought a bunch of Batman stuff to try out? Oh, and yesterday said, I thought you were talking about real life. I was like, what? Alright. You want to be the Batman? Alright. I wasn't gonna judge. I was kind of curious. So I was like, alright. So. Oh, please, not like this.
Heal! Heal! Take this!
Ball bearings, call traps, grappling hook, darts, a net. A net? What are you gonna do with a net?
Goofy!
Whoa!
Pop.
Yeah!
I'm doing it again.
Goofy!
Whoa!
Pop. Interesting. You can't do another D&D campaign. I'll feel compelled to draw more. I still have to get you to get the other 6 outsiders. Yeah, I don't remember when I started talking about trying to buy a house? Yeah, that's why you don't see too many commissions with all 7 of those motherfuckers too often.
Freeze!
Eddie and Sarah are selfish, by the way. They decided to play 2 characters in the campaign. Both of them. They're stressing out my pockets. Please tell them I disparage them anytime you can.
Donald! Yeah! Ha! Yeah!
A cool name and a whole thing. Alright, you're convincing me of this. Hold on.
Yeah! Take this! Heal! Freeze! Freeze!
The crappier drawings you do mid-session. Oh, those crack me up. I personally, I think you're ready for it. You're ready for the big time. When would I run the sessions? I guess I could do whichever weekend day I don't play with my other friends.
Freeze! Take this! Fire!
And your character, I feel like I ask this all the time. They're a fighter with two-handed scimitar. Or not two-handed, two blades scimitar. Alex has some Batman stuff. I've got smoke bombs, but I've never used one before. I've got a grappling hook. Like one of those Batman grapple hooks too. Because our world has some tech to it. Not the biggest fan of the tech stuff, but it exists, so you know it is what it is. What are smoke bombs from? So since we play Pathfinder and not D&D 5e actually, Pathfinder includes an alchemist class, and the alchemist has smoke bombs. It just casts the, I believe the spell is called Fog Cloud, so it kind of starts where you are, or where you throw the splash item, right? And then emanates out like 5-foot radius every turn across a certain distance. So I've got 2 of those. I'd be surprised if 5e didn't have something approximating smoke bombs though. But yeah, mine comes specifically from Pathfinder because that's what we play.
Freeze! Freeze! Fire! Fire! Yeah! Funnel!
Can the villain be Landy? Why Landy? Knowing you, hooligans, you wouldn't want the villain to be Landy. You'd want it to be Fukuhara, because you're all monsters. You had to move your campaigns to Tuesdays, but we see how that shakes out. Does that mean you won't be sat here watching me complain about the raids? But Mel. I mean, whatever works, man. I could go forever about scheduling things, because I am the only sicko who, like, is really concerned about scheduling D&D, and I always have been. So I've always been on it. And back when I had a more variable schedule, like back when I worked at the hospital, and like I think Eddie was taking a class, so it was like we would be like, oh, what's everyone's schedule like? And it would be like, oh, I got 3 hours on a Thursday. Done. And that's how we were able to play. Until we got to like finally some life's changed and we got some regularity to things. Surely with TTRPG, you could just use your brain to create something approximating a smoke bomb. You certainly can. Homebrew is something everyone has a different relationship with, and like how much they want to use it, when they want to use it, where they want to use it. It just depends on the person. So, like, you're not wrong. It's certainly within the realm of reason to just do it, but it isn't always so simple. And maybe some things are that simple. When you walk away, you don't hear me say. Please, oh baby, don't go. Simple with me. It's like I understood, but I couldn't stop once I got started because I just like it so much. And I could hear in my brain the little voice saying, "You have to stop. You have to stop. You're still doing it. Please stop." But I didn't want to. You don't want to physically hurt Fukusan? You're the only one, bro.
Freeze! Fire!
Working with 5e, so I haven't looked at much at homebrewing stuff. It's totally reasonable. It's totally reasonable. It's you know, it's a thing. But I'm always of the opinion, like, and I've had this conversation, you know, because Eddie and I obviously we talk a lot about D&D because we're both geeks. It's like, on one hand, there's like a little bit of like the I don't want to mess things up. But on the other hand, like our phrase is like we're not playing MLG Pro D&D. Like if something gets off balance or doesn't work the way we hoped, you can either fix it or you can just get rid of it. There's no like our only metric is whether or not the 5 of us playing have fun. So it's like, you know, just do stuff. I'm a big fan of just doing stuff, man. Joss Whedon is a terrible person. We all found that out. But one of the things that he said about writing Buffy the Vampire Slayer that stuck with me is he would just ignore some of the rules he established in previous episodes if it meant that he could get to something emotionally resonant in the next episode. And I kind of have always thought along like a similar beat of like, I don't really care if something is like, I don't know, meta or whatever in our game for fun as long as it's cool. As long as people are having fun. Sarah's talking about trying to get Issa a rocket launcher. I don't know if that's like totally on the up and up with what we've established, you know, as far as like the level of technology that exists in our world, but like, who cares? Like, is that really breaking my fun at all? I don't think so. I don't think I like, of all the things that come up in our game that I've had problems with, that's not one of them. So it's like, whatever. If it makes Sarah have fun, bully for her. You go, Bucko. There is, don't get me wrong, there's a value in being able to say no. There are some things that you can't just let slide, even if I am pretty blasé about it. But genuinely, I just wanted to check if I could push them around. You can.
Take this.
Dick. Double dick.
Thunder. Yeah.
When we initially set up our D&D day, there was a reason I requested Wednesdays. Aww. For me? Were you a big AEW Dynamite fan? I don't think I'm ever going to get over it. I read you guys' comments. I know that you guys are my friends. And for a number of you, you were my friends before I ever started streaming. But I'm always going to be pretty bamboozled by people showing up to watch me play video games and talk to me and hang out. Frankly, I don't think I'm that interesting to talk to. A friend of mine who really likes TTRPG would always say to me that a good group reads through all the rules and decides all the ones they want to completely ignore. That's fair. Yeah. Oh, I think that's a spellbinder. It is. Damn it. And I really felt that looking at D&D and shit, like keeping track of your weight. Yeah, that's nerd stuff. And no, thank you. I'll be fair. I still don't like tabletop combat at all. I don't like it. I think it's boring. It's like Fire Emblem, but without the cool sprite animations. I don't like it. I've said a million times I don't like it, and I still have yet to be able to convince my group to just abandon it for something more fun, because I'm not in charge, and that's fine. But tabletop RPG combat sucks. It's not fun or interesting. All of the opinions expressed by Yozora Industries are solely the responsibility of Yozora Industries. If you are a tabletop RPG combat liker, then power to you. But they're not for me. I shouldn't say that. I should not say tabletop RPG combat. That's way too broad. I mean D&D 5e combat and Pathfinder. Pathfinder almost certainly has a rocket launcher in one of the source books. You're probably right. Pathfinder is like the most geek rule set ever. We found that there's things for everything in Pathfinder. Hunger, thirst, weight, for sure. Every individual thing, getting a cold, like every individual thing has it. I feel like every fight this world has just been you casting that fire downfall spell. Yes, that's Fire Aga Burst. I got it in 100 Acre Wood, and it clears the screen, and I've gotten lazy because it lets me talk to you guys when I don't have to focus in combat. You'll find, if you notice, I'm now keeping 2 decks. One of them is for Heartless battles, so I have a bunch of screen clearing effects like that, and like Thundaga. And then my other deck is for single target slights. I've only used it really once. You'll get to see it. I'm showing you guys this game mostly. I'm not going to grind to level 99, so there's some stuff I wouldn't be able to show you anyway, but I'm hoping you'll get a chance to look at the story. We'll get to see Riku's mode probably next stream, or maybe the one after it, but yeah. I'm pretty good at the talking and playing video games thing. Well, thank you. I will take the compliment. TTRPG combat is how you almost get Alex Drake being dead, though? Well, no, it is. But, like, it's not. I want there to be... Like, this is a... I do want combat in the game. That like the very first thing out of Eddie's mouth. It was so bizarre. I want there to be combat. I want there to be a combat system. My guy is like a sword guy. So like, yeah, I want him to be able to fight people. And I want that situation to be tense. I'm down for the numbers part and having hit points and stuff. I just think that the way it's done is just very, very stilted and boring. It doesn't work for me at all. You're on a grid. I move 25 feet and I attack this enemy, and then you roll, and then okay, it lands, and then the next person goes. It just gets to be very rote. You're not role playing. That's what always bothers me. You're not playing your character in combat at all. You're just rolling numbers at each other. I am no longer playing Alex Drake in combat unless something happens. Like, if my character gets reduced to 1 hit point, then yeah, then the action will stop. We'll exit combat for a few seconds so that I can, like, get the chance to roleplay a bit or whatever, but then you go back to rolling numbers at each other. You start thinking in terms of, not necessarily always what's, like, quote-unquote meta, but you're thinking along the terms of, like, oh, what can I do on my turn? What spells can I cast? What moves can I do? Where should I be positioning? If you're a strategy game person or a war game person and you like, moving figures and making those calls, it can be fun for you. Like, I'm not begrudging that some people like tabletop RPG combat, and that's fine. I just don't. I think it's boring. I've said many embarrassing lines mid-combat, and I never like it because, for one, I'm the only one who really ever does it, so then it's, like, awkward. And two, it doesn't ever feel worth the effort. Which is insane for me to think and say when I like role-playing, and that's why I play the game, but it just is not a thing. Maybe it'll change over time. I mean, fair bones. Like, I came on and raved and talked about the last combat encounter with the guy who bodied my dude, so it's not like I'm, like, completely against it being in the game. It's just not for me. As soon as we roll initiative, I pretty much would rather be doing something else.
Freeze! Fire! Fire!
That's my thing, Yeah, what are you gonna do? No, I mean, people have had that thought, Jeff. It's many, many times has someone gone like, can I try? Or does my spell... I mean, for one, I don't play a spellcaster, so those opportunities are a little less for me. And I'll also note that, like, our old DM didn't always have the biggest flair for combat, so, like, things like, I don't know, like a changing battlefield that might be more interesting to wrap my brain around didn't happen too often, but even then, like, those things, like, I'm reading the words and then still not doing much for me. It's just like, yeah. Nothing is for everybody. Which is also a thing that I just feel strongly, like, which is maybe a stubbornness, but, like, I already feel like there's no way for me to like it. It's not my thing. Like, I don't know. It'd be like if this game, like, after I got out of this Heartless battle, it was suddenly like, okay, now drag Sora through the Chrysalis. Like, I just don't like the Chrysalis. There's nothing against, the set trapping or whatever. I don't like the Chrysalis. I'm never gonna. So I'm not gonna try. I've been trying to push myself to do more role-playing than gaming. It's kind of out of my comfort zone. Oh, really? I encourage it. Role-playing is really fun for me. And I've definitely sat there and looked at stats and weapons and things like that, because my thing at the table is always to try and make sure that my friends are having their fun. Which, there's more to it than that, but, like, I don't know. Anytime I can help, I try to. So I'm pretty much game to just play ball. I would say if there's one boon, if you were running a game and you had the misfortune of Mushu, me being a player at your table, I'm always going to play ball. We were talking the other day how, like, and a Zigbar card, because I've watched the Days movies. I'm the guy who will say, like, like, I don't know, the DM will be like, yes, it's a Blue Blue, and I'll have my character immediately say, like, what's a Blue Blue? Bale, Shinzo, do you know what that is? I don't try to, like, roll one of my knowledges to find out, because I think it'll be neat for one of those characters to try and see what they know. So I'm willing to pass the ball around and things like that. I'm willing to roleplay with people. I'm willing to dive into situations. I try pretty hard. Like I sell for like you said Lise, but the go-to example we came to was Titus in Final Fantasy X. He's the guy who like knows nothing, so everyone can explain things to him. I like doing that though. I'm not. Alex isn't an idiot, so there are some things that I know things about. But like for the most part, look, magic is a big thing where I'll ask Bale, I'll ask Shinzo, I'll ask Fane, whatever, Getty, because I just think it's better if those characters get the chance to shine. I like being a curious character. It's definitely up and up. I try to encourage some of the other players too. Like when I was down to 1 hit point, I didn't just keep rolling. I sold, to use a wrestling term. I acted like my character had 1 hit point and talked like, you know what I mean? Like that kind of stuff, so that there was some gravity to it. Because sometimes people forget that stuff, and it is very gamified. So, I really try to encourage people to just do stuff like that because it makes it more fun. It helps me to give a crap. Like we'll get out of a crazy combat encounter and people will just kind of act normal. You know what I mean? Because you don't think about it, and it's so gamified. But it's like no, like my character. Oh, okay, well, hey, can somebody attend to me? Sort of. I'm gonna lay down. Yeah. 1 hit point, by the way. Because it makes it more meaningful. That is my 2 cents on trying to roleplay when you're in like a more game mode. Is try to tie them together. What did I get that I'm stalling on the screen for? Towers up missile attacks. I have no idea what qualifies as a missile attack. Maybe fire? Fuck off, Zigbar. Lushu, shut up. If you don't think I don't always say something horridly cringe whenever I cast vicious mockery. Oh my god. You probably just say unfiltered, unhinged tweets that you read. Mel, for your next vicious mockery, can you please do an L plus ratio string? Make sure it's on, not on a goblin, but an actual, enemy of yours. L plus ratio plus maidenless plus we're killing you. What class is Bale? Bale's a witch. Which is the Pathfinder. Pathfinder, I don't know why. It's interesting to me. I don't know if it's a statement or what, but any online resource I've read for Pathfinder actually uses female gender pronouns for everything. Fucking excuse me? Okay. He's just hanging out. So the warlock class is listed as witch, and anytime it'll say your rogue, she gets sneak attack win or whatever. It's just a quirk I've noticed. And again, keep in mind, there's people who just like to play in different ways, and people who like to do things in different ways. The player who plays Heliana Knox, when she pops into stream from time to time, she's big on writing things out. She doesn't like to improv. Neither does Sarah, really. They would rather be prepared for situations. I'm the other way around. I would rather be surprised and try to come up with things, because I kind of think of it almost like a little challenge. How well do I know my character that I can be caught off guard by something and still play them in the way that they should be. Jill once said, after reading something I wrote for Yozora, that she felt like I characterized Yozora enough that anytime he was in a situation, she could pretty much guess how he was going to react or respond. I really liked that. That felt like a success of sorts. Hey, I got the Divine Rose card. Is that stronger card? It might be. When you use some of the cards you use to unlock the special doors, the ones with the crowns, you might get dumped into an unknown room, and then it'll use one of the cards you used on that crown door, which is where I'm at. I used one of the guarded troves, so that's where, even though it says an unknown room, this is a guarded trove room, which I'm only just now realizing why I didn't leave. I wanted to know if the Divine Rose was stronger. A C+. I still have yet to get a Keyblade stronger than C+. And we're getting very close to the end of the game. A style guide I read in the high school said that for English she is the default pronoun. Oh, okay. Who am I to disagree with English? You haven't done a TTRPG thing in a long time. It's arguably my favorite hobby. I love my little tabletop game. I love my friends. I love all 7 of our party members. We only have 5 active at a time, of course. Sarah and Eddie do not play both of their characters simultaneously. But it's just fun. So many memories, so many laughs. It's cool. It's one of my things. I want an excuse to write about something that isn't ours. I feel that. Ah, okay. I'll take that 7. I was going to be mad at you. But we'll take a 7. 8 on a stop? Let's go. Anyway. More stops, you say? No mercy, Mel. No mercy. Ooh, a 0. I guess if it's it's a C+. What the fuck? Let's continue. Once upon a time, I resolved to post the Beyond story to the Discord. However, I have a fear of being known. You know. It's up to you, pal. I would encourage you, of course. I don't think I'm a very good writer, but it makes me happy to do it, so I try my best. Writing was never my strong suit. I struggle with tenses a lot. I wasn't very good in English class. But I put my all into it. Sometimes I feel like I get somewhere. Every once in a while I feel like I have a concept that rings out. But, all your rolls yesterday were super terrible. Oh my goodness. When you're on a bad roll streak, it sucks. I think Sarah misfired her gun like 4 times yesterday. It was awful. She couldn't do anything. Just, if you roll a 1 on a gunslinger, it breaks your weapon. You have to, like, spend time or resources to fix it. She was just getting trucked. It was hysterical. Alex's nickname in the campaign, not really in the campaign, actually, outside of the campaign, was the Natural One, because I used to roll 1s constantly. My luck hasn't been the same. It's more of a meme now. Alex's birthday is also November 11th, 1111, because I used to roll god-awful all the time. Luckily, playing a fighter... no, even then, that kind of sucks. Like, I always think, like, with spellcasters, you're just kind of hoping your opponent rolls bad, but you still usually get something out of it. But when you're a melee class like us, and you roll poorly, it usually just means you're doing nothing, which stinks. Here I go for my 1 attack that I get per turn until you're, like, level 10 or whatever. Whoops, rolled a 2. Nothing. Time for my next turn. I may or may not be a little bitter about fighting combat. My problem has always been finishing stuff. I feel that. I hate adversarial roll systems giving me save targets. What's save targets? I've definitely advocated against... Oh no, bucko, not Belle! Hollow Bastion's an interesting world in Chain of Memories, a little, because it's the first world... Well, not the first world. It's one of the few worlds where it's not just adapting the KH1 plot. Because, like, when you were here, obviously, you were fighting Riku, but he's not here in this world. So, like, it becomes about Belle, who's an actual character, and whatnot. they have a will save of 20. If you roll a will attack higher than 20, it's a hit. Oh, really? I don't know if I prefer that. Having the spellcasters make basically spell attacks? Is Bell now a Heartless? No, but that's a good question. Ox was born on Skyrim Day. I've never played that game. Interesting. I stole something from Saja's character and then tried to use it and immediately rolled a 1. GG! Try not to be a bad person. They still don't know you stole it. Wait a minute. You cannot be like this. I asked you to try not to be a bad person. Now we got Beast. My thing about it that I disagree with is since the whole rolling a 1 thing became a thing, which it can't. I mean, it always, not always, but it's historically been sort of that deal. I'm just not huge on making the player characters look like geeks. That's always been a raw deal for me. It's funny, actually. I've got a friend, personal friend, who recently who recently got a D&D blog off the ground, and one of his first articles was about that thing. It's like, you can roll a 1 and fail at the task you're trying to do without your character kind of being treated like a geek. But sometimes that's forgotten. And combat's one of those places where it's just like, I rolled a 1 and it's like, oh, you missed. Anyway, Shinzo, it's your turn. You know what I mean? And it's like, I wish it was different. Which is totally on a, like, you know, the person who's DMing could narrate better, or I could narrate better, or something like that, right? It's not a wholly one-sided deal, but it's just one of those things that's unsatisfying to me. Given it's a game that by nature you play for a long time, it's something people are excited to play, and combat can be atrocious with how long it is depending on how many people are on the field. I just think, like, it coming around to a person's turn and they're completely useless is a bad feeling. And in my mind, you're trying to game your way out of that feeling. If you can. Beast? No. Thank you, Beast. I don't think I can play as an evil character. I could, I just don't think I'd like it as much. We did a one-shot where I played an evil character. It was whatever. I'm not going to get the same emotional resonance playing an asshole character. And honestly, I just don't think it's going to be fun for anyone else in the term. And don't get me wrong, I certainly know the arguments, right? That like, oh, please, Sora! Just hit the guy! He's right there! I hate this game. Oh, okay. I am getting cooked. Okay.
Take this. Heal. Thunder. Yes. Heal. Cease.
That is some maidenless behavior. Now, why did you make a trash man? Sylvain is a meanie. Don't steal from Saja. Shaja thinks it's funny. Well, it is. But that doesn't mean you have to be a bully. Stop.
Take this. Force. Thunder. Yeah.
Shaja's the one who told you to steal it. Alright, wait a minute. That's okay. Knowing how to do things in tabletop is for nerds. You know how, like, if someone asks you to play a fighting game that you've never played before, you just kind of mash buttons? That's what you do in tabletop. Shoot tabletop is just mashing buttons. I just kind of mash buttons in fighting games. You know, it'd be like that sometimes. We gotta play to our strengths. You've never mashed a button? Yeah, I know. That's why you're over here failing solo instances. I've never played Guilty Gear. What do you mean get this guy off the stage? This is my stage. What do you mean? You can't.
Freeze. Take this. Take this.
Play Guilty Gear. Do you say XRD or do you say like Zerd? How's that one getting on? If it were Kingdom Hearts, I would say confidently it was Zerd. X-eared. Oh, that's the worst of the... I didn't even give it as an option. I don't know. No. X-eared. What the fuck is X-eared? Why? Whose gear is guilty, by the way? Like, what did the gear do that it feels guilty? Soul Bad Guy? I'm familiar with Soul Bad Guy, because his name is that. But he's a good guy, right? It's like... Oh, he's the Guilty Gear. Oh. Well, what did he do? They couldn't go from X to double X. Okay, well, surely when they named the first one X, someone should have said, hold on, guys. We might not be thinking this one through. And then oh, it's a... Okay. It's a whole thing. Alright. 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 I'm coming back around on it. You can't mash reaction commands in this. If you try to press triangle too early there, you just can't do it. His wife turned into justice and launched a war to exterminate humanity. You know, who among us has not tried to exterminate humanity? Drive was fun, but the lobby system was total butts. I'm not good at fighting games. I like some of them. Like, I'm a Marvel vs. Capcom guy. I probably would have liked Dragon Ball FighterZ, but I don't think you guys want to watch me play fighting games online, and I'm not good at them, so we'll spare you. But you told me it was a whole thing. What do you mean Strive is the fifth one? It doesn't make... Oh, well, there's still a V in it. Alright, hold on. Wait a minute. I might be coming back around. Release her heart. You forgot about Guilty Gear 2. Alright, you sit down. I didn't switch to my special boss deck. All that time I spent, and I didn't switch to my special boss deck. Are you immune to fire? No, you're not. Well, that's going to be problematic for you.
Take this.
Anyway, Maleficent is going to go see God, because at this point, I'm way out of her league. She tried to play a zero. Disgusting. Preempted though. Ah! Boop! The Mickey Zero, not super necessary in this one, but hey, we don't turn things down. Hey. Don't card break me, you hooligan. This is what if I were going to be using my super broken deck, this is how I would be using the lethal frames. But we're just going to take Maleficent to the woodshed. No need to lethal anything. Well, this is problematic. I ran out of cards. That wasn't supposed to happen before she died. Pop. You're a Street Fighter 4 kid? The Street Fighters I'm kind of decent at, because I know how to use Ryu's buttons and Ken's and Akuma's. So I rock with those chaps. I can play as them. I like Mortal Kombat. Tekken. You guys ever played Blaze Blue? You can play Street Fighter 6 with extremely wide Ryu. I could do that. When will we get Community Smash Night? I don't have a Switch. That makes it harder. How are you gonna tell me yes I do? No, the fuck I don't. What do you mean? You are too lazy to learn multiple games, you know? Fair enough. That's why I'm mediocre at most things. Night in Birth? Under Night in Birth. What is that? What? Mortal Kombat is too gross for me. Fair. Fair. Totally valid. Totally valid. And Tekken, all the moves look the same to me. Also not unreasonable, actually. Tekken's not super flashy. I like flashy, which is why I like Marvel Vs. I didn't say mailed me one. That's not mine. They're letting me borrow their child's. I also don't have Super Smash Brothers. Just go steal Arturia's. He'd probably let me borrow it if I asked for it. Why would I steal his? That seems...
Who are you?
Well, am I have to gonna do a speech about being nice
am
again?
Vexen. I have come to collect your debt, Sora.
I Vexen.
A debt? Sora, do you owe something to this guy?
Come on, of course not. Oh, but you do. You owe me for reuniting you with your former friend.
You don't mean...
Indeed I do. I'm the one who brought Riku to you.
Then... You're the one... You're the one who's been controlling him! What have you done with him?
I see no need to give you information about where Riku is. After all, why trouble you in your final hour?
Vexen fights with a shield. I think that's neat. Goofy is the best character, 100%.
Here you go. Let's go.
Nope.
Taste this.
Interesting.
Let's go.
Interesting. Interesting. He's cheating.
Let's go. I shall freeze you. Let's go. Let's go. Taste this. Heal. Let's go.
Borrowing a Switch means you have a Switch on hand for Smash, but I don't have Super Smash Brothers. That's why I still not ever played as Sora. I don't have the game.
You don't know a thing.
I'm not going to do that anymore. I just wanted to show you guys that that's what the boss fights look like once you get that slight. You just don't have to do it anymore. You just don't engage.
As I expected, you weren't one to die.
And by I'm not going to do that anymore, I mean, I might continue doing that. It depends on how annoying I'm
I
feeling.
wouldn't be so sure. Did you even notice? I was delving deep into your memory as we fought. And here, look what I found. A card crafted from all the memories that are locked in the other side of your heart.
The other side of your heart.
Wait!
L plus ratio plus lethal frame plus all the other organization members bully you plus Sephiroth hair.
Memories? In the other side?
Freeze. Vexen's got a shield. And he's a scientist. Yeah.
If Sora disappears, that would mess up the organization's plans.
I trust that you know what you need to do.
Haven't a clue, really. Maybe you could spell it out for me.
Vexen has clearly committed a treasonous act against the organization. You must eliminate the traitor.
No taking that back later.
A card made out of memories from the other side of your heart? I wonder what it does.
We'll find out soon enough. It's the only one we have left. No other way to move forward.
It'll certainly be more clear later. And they're building to it, so if you're not exactly positive what the organization is doing, it's like not apparent, but it's not apparent on purpose. But essentially, you can gather the organization obviously needs Sora alive for whatever they're planning. Like, there's a reason why they would invite him here and start, having Naminé unravel his brain as opposed to them just like jumping him at the door, right? So when Vexen shows up and like seems like he's trying to fight Sora and then gives him this key to another world, clearly he's trying to do something, and Marluxia's response is like, need him not to be doing that. Axel, go kill him. And we'll find out why. And we'll find out why Axel is willing to do that soon. But not tonight, because tonight we're done. Sora's very bad at realizing when he's being used. Yes, he is. But he's a baby, so it's understandable. There are grown adults that don't realize when they're being used. Anywho, we're done, folks. Thank you all for coming to check me out tonight. I appreciate it. It's been fun. Had a lot of fun here tonight. It's been grand. I will see you guys tomorrow with some Savage Raid Prog. Please pray for me. Goodbye.